Welcome back to the channel, lads. It is episode number 51 and season 5 finale of our Tranmere Rovers Road to Glory career mode, and 3 games to go to finish our first season in the Premier League. It is Fulham, Liverpool and Bournemouth. Of course, as we know, we only need 1 point to ensure Premier League survival this season, which is going to be incredible. Ideally, you want to do it in this game against Fulham. That gives you the remaining 2 games to be able to, almost doesn't matter if we win or get a point against Fulham. The remaining 2 games, we can use that to try new things for next season. But there's still a lot to play for. The league is up for grabs. Top 4 is up for grabs as well. Even the Europa League and Conference League places, all for grabs in the final 3 games of the season. And Tottenham, Manchester City and Arsenal going for the league right now. Tottenham, though, leads the way. The likes of City and Arsenal have got games in hand. The likes of Chelsea, Crystal Palace and Manchester United still fighting for the Champions League place. They're the final Champions League place, which is 4th place. The fact that Liverpool have played 35 games and 9 points behind Chelsea, the best they can do right now is finishing 5th in the Premier League. I haven't thought about this. I haven't thought about it this way, by the way. We've picked up 45 points this season, which is incredible considering most parts of the season have been a struggle for us. But 12 wins, 9 draws and 14 defeats, and we're only 4 points behind Crystal Palace right now. And that means, technically speaking, we can still get into that Europa League places, although it's pretty much impossible because you'd expect all of those teams above us to go on and lose their last 3 games. But mathematically, it is still possible to achieve that. Let's go into the first one then of our remaining 3 games of the season. It is Fulham. It is at Prenton Park. Come on, the Rovers. You know, I've said that mathematically speaking, we've still got work to do to stay up this season, but let's be honest, I'm pretty confident that even if we lose the final 3 games, being 7 points clear of the relegation places, we will stay up this season. We would, of course, like to get that point and then try and do as much as we can, as well as we can, in the final 3 games. They've got Fofana in that team, Harry Wilson, they've got Ricardo Pepi up front, good Fulham side. I mean, Fofana in possession here, the number 8, has been linked with Chelsea in real life from Lyon. Southampton have taken the lead away from home against Manchester City, and that could be big in terms of relegation fight. And of course, the title charge as well. Tottenham and Manchester City, only a point difference, but good save there. Cannot believe Southampton is still 1-0 up. I haven't seen any sign that City have turned that game around just yet. Poor first half though, start to the second half here. Fulham have created another big chance. They had a big opportunity in the first half early in the game to take the lead, but straight into the second half here, they have started exactly how the start of the first half was. Still really quiet in this game. We build up quite well from the back, but as soon as we get close to the Fulham's goal, we lose possession for some reason. Counter-attacking opportunity. If Charlie Webster has made a good run. Oh, Richard Garner tries to find him, but big mistake from the Fulham defense. Oh, no. Oh, that is a terrible decision. Tried to ding the goalkeeper with Charlie Webster, but the goalkeeper read it well. I thought the goalkeeper would have come out, made himself big, and we would have just dinged that over the top of the goalkeeper. But poor decision there from me, and it remains goalless. On over the top, Dekar, well positioned, he wins the header. Newcastle are 2-0 up against Brighton. That's a good ball to Mulligan. Can we get the run of Richard Koenig? Is he going to make the run? Yes, he will. The touch good. He gets away from his man. Richard Koenig tried to dink it past the goalkeeper again. Oh, a couple of times we've had some big opportunities in this game, man, but wrong decisions both times. To be fair, in the balance of play, a draw is probably the deserved result, but out wide to Kergib here. One last opportunity maybe. Kergib drives forward. He's going to try to shoot. The shot's blocked. Oh, Charlie Savage! The referees ended the game. I'm not exactly sure why. Oh, I'm sure if that was the AI, the referee would have allowed them to carry on there. What a time to end the game. But that is the points that we need to secure Premier League survival this season. Well, I thought I would show you this one. Ian Robertson, remember him? The potential to be special kid that we sold to Nottingham Forest because he was too good for our team. But a hat-trick against Leeds United. That is some impressive performance from the kid. I wonder what his overall rating will be at the moment, but we will sim a few more days and we will take a look at what the Premier League table is looking like. Rhys Williams have accepted to join Arouca, the Portuguese side, I believe, on a pre-contract agreement, so he will be joining them at the start of next season. But let's take a look how the Premier League is looking at the moment with 2 games to go. Manchester City backed up with the league with a victory. They must have turned that one around against Southampton because they were 1 goal down earlier on in the first half. Yet they went on to win 2-1. Tottenham remains second and they have played one more game, which looks like it's a defeat for them. Chelsea beating them 1-0. So it looks like Manchester City could go on to be crowned champions if they win their remaining games of the season. Chelsea are firmly in the top 4 now. I think they're going to be finishing in the top 4 with 2 games to go and 10 points clear of, and 2 games to go for Chelsea, 3 games to go for Crystal Palace, but Chelsea are 10 points clear. It looks like that final Champions League place belongs to Chelsea. As we know, Leicester and Leeds United are relegated, but Southampton now in the bottom 3. Nottingham Forest, with that win against Leeds United, they're out of the bottom 3. Still just 2 points though away from the 2 teams behind them right now, which is West Ham and Southampton. West Ham have got a game in hand. I'm struggling to keep up right now. There's a lot going on, but our next game is Liverpool, and that is going to be at Anfield. You know, whilst there's nothing for us to play for in this game, we have achieved Premier League survival, and psychologically for us, the players are already on holiday. For Liverpool, though, there is a lot to play for here. They've still got to win their final 2 games of the season to secure that Europa League place, which looks like the best they can do right now. I mean, in terms of bragging rights, it's the Merseyside derby. We'll still want to perform here. We still want to try and win the game. Like I said, Merseyside derby, it's always going to be tough. It doesn't matter which time of the season you have a game like this. They've got the likes of Kudus, Endrick, they've got Tyler Morton and Neves, Ruben Neves in midfield as well. That's our starting 11. Lauritsen, Savage and Charlie Webster as our midfield 3 as well. And it's one of those games where I did say if we get that point against Fulham, I'm going to try something new in the final 2 games. One of the things I've done in this game is to try and press as high as we can, high up the pitch, because that's how I see us play next season. We want to be more expansive. We want to be more open. We want to be high up the pitch next season. And Liverpool, they've just played that one so calm from back to goal, and Endrick puts them in front 17 minutes into the game. I mean, we do see these iconic celebrations whenever we face this Liverpool side. We saw the Pulisic one the last time we faced them. Oh, it's too early to concede a goal there, man. It's just completely took us out of the game. Ever since the goal, it's been all Liverpool enjoying possession. Endrick backhill to Curtis Jones, who is making things tick right now for Liverpool in midfield. Right place at the right time, though. Donnelly, I've been impressed with him. His defensive performance in this game. Oh, surely reaches Cody. That should be hit in the back of the net zone. 11 goals in the Premier League this season, of course. He's still got an opportunity to make it 12. It should have been 12 there in this game. And, of course, the final game of the season, cross to the far post there. It's been dealt with by the Liverpool fullback, I believe. Now in possession again, Curtis Jones. It's been the orchestra for Liverpool in that midfield in this game. He's absolutely dominated. Oh, come on, look at the space. You could just see he was going to play that pass, but Humphries recovers well. He finds Caregibb now. Oh, referee, you're going to send him off there, surely. That has got to be a card, a yellow card it will be. No way, sent him off. And when I said red card, I wasn't being serious. I don't think that's a red card opportunity. Oh my goodness, it's not a good tackle, but certainly not a red card. I mean, we have seen some soft cards in this season, man. I mean, the red card we got against Tottenham in the league, That should not have been a red card. I mean, when you... Oh, wait a second. Gibb. Oh, what a save, Gibb. I mean, when you see tackles that are supposed to be a red card, the red card doesn't come out from the referee. It's tackles that you don't think it's a red card in a million years. That is when the red card comes out, which is incredible. I remember the red card against Chelsea as well. Yeah, I remember the red card that I thought we were going to create something there, hence the pause. But I remember the red card in the Chelsea game when the Chelsea player was sent off earlier on this season, which of course helped us to earn a point against Chelsea. That should have not been a red card. Some of the red cards we have seen this season, man, they have been terrible, but we can't complain when it goes in your favour. And a man down. Liverpool make it 2. That's a Rabona from Curtis Jones, by the way. We're going to see that again. But Endrick gets the second. That's a Rabona from him. Look at this. I told you it's been the orchestra for Liverpool in midfield in this game. That is just absolute filth. Oh, it's game over now, isn't it? Maybe though. If we can pull one back here. Oh, he taps it out. It's not a tapping, actually. He actually had to do a lot there. Richard Coder, he missed a big opportunity earlier on in that first half, but he finally gets his 12th goal of the season with about 18 minutes to go. Who knows? We could get ourselves back into this. I mean, if we do get ourselves back into this, like I said, it's all about the bragging right. A point at Anfield will be big for us. Donnelly, actually, Charlie Webster trying to square one into the box. Well defended. Richard Kone. His skip passes, man. Richard Kone. He should have scored a hat-trick in this game, man. And that was the chance. 89 minutes. Trent Alexander-Arnold replacing Stevenson. It doesn't look like the gaffer likes him even in the game. That's it. It's a 2-1 defeat, rather. We had big chances, you know. I mean, Richard Kone should have scored a hat-trick. Liverpool just took their chances. They had 2 good opportunities in the game, Liverpool, and they completely took advantage of it. On the other hand, I mean, Richard Kone, 3 big chances. He only managed to convert one of them. It's not going to be for us. It's defeats in the Merseyside derby in both games. So one more game to go to finish our Premier League season. We are away from home to Bournemouth. I wish it was a home game, because we are giving a few players send-offs, players that are leaving at the end of this season for different reasons. Some of them are retiring, some of them, we don't want to renew their contract. Some of them have already signed pre-contract agreement with different teams. But before going into that game, let's take a look at what the table is looking like right now. So Southampton, West Ham and Nottingham Forest all playing for Premier League survival in the final day of the season. Southampton face Chelsea. You have got West Ham away from home to Brentford, and Nottingham Forest. Where are you? Nottingham Forest. I can't find them for some reason. Where are you? Nottingham Forest are at home to Newcastle. Tough games coming up there especially for Nottingham Forest at home to Newcastle. And then going back to the top of the league, you've got Manchester City and Tottenham level on points going into the final game of the season. Oh, wow. Leicester City, who are already relegated, got a 1-0 victory against Manchester City in the last game. And it looks like Tottenham would have won their game. Tottenham won 3-0 against Southampton. I cannot believe relegated Leicester have won 1-0 against Manchester City. A game that could mean, if anything goes wrong for them in their final game of the season, it's a tough one as well, away from home at Anfield for Manchester City. And Tottenham are at home to Aston Villa, an Aston Villa side that are 6th in the league right now and have got Europa League still to play for. Wow, it's going to be tough. If some of those results pop up, we will put our eyes on those results and talk about them as we go on our game against Bournemouth. It's a meaningless game for both teams, to be fair. But like we said, we will be giving a few players send-offs for their final game, just to say thank you to them for their fantastic performances in the last few seasons here at Tranmere Rovers. McGee being one of those who have signed a pre-contract agreement goalkeeper of the season, back-to-back seasons for us before we were promoted to the championship. You've got Norman, he's been a fantastic servant for us. He starts this game as well. Rhys Williams, we brought in on a free. He helped us with championship and promotion, and of course he starts his final game at Tranmere Rovers. Justin Davini potentially going back to Crystal Palace. We have got an option to make that deal permanent if we have got the funds to do so. Omari Patrick, just like Cameron Norman, retiring at the end of the season as well. So his final game before he hangs up his boots. So a few starters, yeah, possibly Leo Connor, our captain as well, starting this one. This could also be his final game of the season. But come on, the Rovers. I tell you what, blockbuster stuff here in the final game of the season. This is one of the most exciting season finale. Whilst there's nothing going on for both teams here, ourselves and of course Bournemouth, there's a lot going on in the background. Sit down and get the popcorns out. I mean, you've got West Ham, Southampton, Nottingham Forest playing to survive this season and remain in the Premier League. Liverpool, Crystal Palace, Manchester United playing to finish in the Europa League places. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'll try and keep you updated if we can get some other results as well. And of course, Manchester City, Tottenham, level on point right now, going into the final game. Manchester City facing Liverpool at Anfield, and Tottenham are away from home, or Tottenham are at home rather, to Aston Villa, who have got Europa League to try and play for in the final day as well. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's sometimes it's good to wait a second. Defending to do here. That's excellent defending. Really, really good from Norman. Sometimes it's good to, relax and take a back seat and sort of watch other teams go for it in the final game of the season. Less pressure. Well, no pressure at all. And for ourselves at Bournemouth here going into this game. I mean, Norman have done really well, defensively. Justin Davini winning the ball. I mean, I would like to keep Justin Davini in this team. But it's how much that we've got to pay, £5 million to make that deal permanent. Well, Tottenham have gone 1-0 up against Aston Villa there, which okay. Have City got an answer to that? Tottenham going 1-0 and talking about having an answer to it. It's Caregive with an absolute worldie of a finish. But Tottenham being in front puts the pressure on Manchester City at Anfield, of course. Can't you imagine if Tottenham wins the league this season? Incredible scenes. And although we're winning the game, I'm actually enjoying our performance here, but I'm a lot more focused on some of the games around us right now. It's a big save from McGee. He wants to finish the season with a clean sheet here in his final game for Tranmere Rovers. Comes out, makes himself big. He makes a big save there just before the end of the first half. We've still got defending to do from the corner. Yeah, it's Dango Altara, dances his way past the defense. Oh no! Oh my God. It's been bundled home. And it's Altara. Surely that's an own goal. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Goal line technology have come on. It's clearly over the line. Yeah, it's clearly over the line there. Come on. There's no need for the goal line technology. Why have they shown the goal line technology for that? It's not the first time. He clearly had that one home. I cannot believe that goal line technology. Oh my God, Tottenham are 2-0 up against Aston Villa. We are yet to see the scoreline pop up for Manchester City so far. It's Roach. Roach gets the second. He puts Bournemouth in front. 54 minutes into the game. As far as I know right now, Tottenham would be the league champions unless something happened to the Manchester City game, which we're yet to see, but that's a good finish there. Exciting final game, nothing has popped up from either game, the Tottenham or Manchester City game, or to be fair, any other games so far. They're just keeping us updated with the Tottenham game, which as far as I know from the last time we saw, Tottenham were 2-0 up against Villa in that game. You would expect them to go on and see that one out. Oh my goodness, Tottenham are 3-2 up. It's Fabio Silva getting the goal there for Spurs. Oh my goodness, what a final day of the season. I'm still unsure what's happening in the Manchester City game. Oh, that's a big save from McGee. Although he's conceded two goals in this game, he actually can hold his head high up. It's been one of our more impressive performance in what has been a meaningless game for us. The likes of Mulligan has come onto the pitch as well to try and get a farewell here from the fans in this game. But that's it. It's a 2-1 defeat in our final game of the season. It means nothing though. We do secure, as we know, and we have secured Premier League survival this season, which is the most important thing. But now, who has won the league? I'm not exactly sure. We will find out in a second. 2-1 defeat in our final game of the season. So that's it for the season then, and that's it for our Premier League campaign, finishing 7 points above the bottom three there. Southampton losing to Chelsea in the final game of the season pretty much cemented their place in the bottom three. Championship football for those three teams next season. Southampton, as we know, Leeds and Leicester City have already been relegated for a while, and West Ham United managing to stay up on the final day of the season as well with a point against Brentford. The likes of Wolves, ourselves, Brentford, you would say we have stayed up comfortable this season. Going to the top of the league, Manchester City got a dramatic 3-2 victory there away from home at Anfield. How did Tottenham do? Before we see Tottenham got a 3-2 victory against Aston Villa? What a final day that was. And of course, that means Manchester City wins it all just in goal difference. Only 4 goals separating both teams there. That is incredible. Going head to head up until the final day of the season. And both teams, Liverpool, they're almost getting a point against Manchester City, which would have, of course, meant Tottenham would have won the league. It just wasn't to be for them. Arsenal finishing third, Chelsea finishing in the final Champions League spot there. Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Europa League places. Manchester United finishing 7th and Bournemouth finishing 8th. Crystal Palace 9th. You have got Newcastle mid-table there. Fulham and Brighton finishing 11th and 12th respectively. What a season. Erling the Brute Haaland finishing the season as the Premier League top scorer. 24 goals in 33 appearances. Fabio Silva finishing second there. Bukayo Saka got himself 18 goals. Nicholas Jackson, John Duran, Rafael Leao, and Ansu Fati scored 16 goals for Wolverhampton Wanderers. He must have scored pretty much at least 50% of their goals Ansu Fati would have scored this season in the league. The likes of Garnacho in the top 10 as well. Samu of Arsenal, 13 goals. That's not a good return for him, especially given that Arsenal have done really well this season. Richard Kone finishing in the top 20 there, finishing the season on 12 goals. In terms of assists, you've got Bukayo Saka on 13 assists, and Chukwueze of Spurs on 9 assists, Rafael Leao on 8 assists, Brian Mbeumo 8 assists as well. Edozie of Southampton finishing the season with 8 assists. Charlie Webster on 7, our only player in the top 10. 7 assists for him, by the way. It's incredible. And in terms of clean sheets, it's Meret finishing the season with the most amount of clean sheets. Golden Globe winner there. You've got Lucas Bergstrom, 9 clean sheets, coming second above the likes of Courtois, Emiliano Martinez, and the likes of as well Lunin of Nottingham Forest, Kepa Arrizabalaga. You've got the likes of Nick Pope and Diego Costa of Arsenal. 5 clean sheets for him in 27 games. And now for the Premier League awards of the season then, starting with the goalkeeper of the season, the most clean sheets, and of course Golden Globes winner Meret is named goalkeeper of the season. No complaint there at all. Team of the season, oh wow, we've got 3 players in the team of the season. Richard Kone, Charlie Savage, and Donnelly, the right back. I don't think any of them deserves to be in that team, definitely not Richard Kone anyway, who only scored 12 goals in the league this season. Charlie Savage, Charlie Webster would have deserved it to be in there more, in my opinion, but they've gone with Charlie Savage and Donnelly as the right back, which is incredible. Meret in goal, Guardiola, Bremer, and you've got Leno Moore as well, Rafael Leao, you've got Charlie Savage, Valverde, Saka, Kone, and Fabio Silva up front. Tottenham Hotspur's Fabio Silva have been named player of the season for the Premier League. And of course, as we know, Manchester City champions in the final day. And let's take a quick look at some of the other competitions then. We know the Premier League winner is Manchester City, and we know the Carabao Cup winner is, of course, ourselves, Manchester City, also winning the FA Cup there, double for them, beating their Manchester rival in that finals. Of course, we know we are the Carabao Cup winners at Wembley against Tottenham, the Super Cup winner, Tottenham winning the Super Cup against Manchester City on penalties. Champions League winner is AS Roma. Now, that's the biggest surprise so far. 1-0 victory in the final there against PSG. The Europa League, it is Chelsea. 2-1 victory against Union. The Conference League winners, it's Valencia beating Hearts. I mean, that's Scottish League Hearts, by the way, in the finals. If we are in this competition next season, I mean, who knows? If this is a competition that we could possibly do quite well in next season. You know, the winners of the competition is rewarded with Europa League football the following season. It'll be nice, you know, if we can try and go as far as possible in that competition next season, but only time will tell. And this is where we look at some of our individual performers of the team. And Callum Jeffrey grew by +2 on loan, Driscoll by +4, now 71 rated, Galimuna +7, 73 rated, Bas de Koonen will be coming back as a 67 rated goalkeeper. He's grown by +11 out on loan at Gillingham. In terms of goals anyway, you've got Richard Kone finishing the season, 16 goals in all competitions, our top scorer. Charlie Webster, 8 goals, that's just in the league alone. Gibb finishing the season with 8 goals as well, all of them coming in the league. And Harvey Vale on 5 goals in our competition, 4 of them coming in the league. Charlie Webster, 3 goals to his name as well. The Vini ended up scoring 3 goals. I think 2 of them was 2 of them would have been for us, and 1 of them might have just been for Crystal Palace before we signed him on loan. The likes of Lauritsen and Adamson, 2 goals each there. Assists, Charlie Webster on 9 assists in our competition, 7 of them in the league. Charlie Savage, 5 assists, all of them coming in the league. Gibb on 5 assists as well. Lauritsen on 4 assists. Richard Kone, 4 assists and 12 goals in the Premier League. Not a bad return for his first season at all. We will take that. He's only going to get better going into next season. And now for some of the other leagues then. I'm going to try and be quick with this one this time. I usually spend quite a while looking at this. Of course, we know what happened in the Premier League, starting in the Championship then. Everton, Luton Town, Burnley and Ipswich Town, the top 4 there. The likes of Burnley, Ipswich, Bristol and Watford will go through the playoffs. It will be 2 teams for the Merseyside derby next season. Liverpool and, of course, Everton, who are now back to the Premier League. In terms of relegation, you have got Plymouth, Cardiff City and Derby County relegated. Hull City did manage to stay up. We did say we would like Galimuna to experience that relegation fight, and he did do that and come out on top. Queen's Park Rangers and Sheffield Wednesday finishing top 2. Oxford, Lincoln, Reading and Leyton Orient, it looks like we'll go through the playoffs. In League 1 and in League 2, you've got Doncaster and Manfield, the top 2. Barrow, Walsall, Swindon and Wimbledon finishing in the top 6 there as well. Now, League 1, League A, the French League, PSG League winners, Monaco finishing 2nd there. In the Bundesliga, I think that's the next one. Yes, it is. The Bundesliga, Bayern Munich champions, Leverkusen 2nd, Wolfsburg and Dortmund 3rd and 4th, respectively. Serie A, you have got Bologna winning the league. That's a surprise. Inter Milan finishing 2nd, Napoli in 3rd. It looks like Atalanta there finishing 4th. In the Eredivisie, you have got PSV and Feyenoord finishing in the top 2 respectively. Liga de Portugal, Sporting Lisbon winning the league, Benfica there finishing 2nd. And in the Scottish Premier League, the league phase, Rangers top there, 8 points clear of Celtic in 2nd, Aberdeen in 3rd as they go through the playoffs phases there. In the Spanish league, you have got Barcelona winning the league, 8 points or 9 points clear of Real Madrid, who finished 2nd, Villarreal in 3rd, and Atletico Bilbao in 4th. So in terms of our squad going into next season, we need to strengthen. We have done our job this season. We've stayed up in the Premier League. Next season with potential Conference League coming up, given that we won The Carabao Cup, somehow we managed to do that. Don't ask me how. I'm not exactly sure how we managed to achieve that, but it is what it is. We're going to be short going into next season, given that the likes of Mulligan, Williams, and McGee, Norman, Patrick are all leaving at the end of this season. And some of them contracts coming to an end, the likes of Williams and McGee signing a pre-contract agreement, Norman and Patrick retiring at the end of this season. And of course, Mulligan, I'm refusing to give him the amount of money he's looking for, so he will leave on a free. The likes of Justin Davini and Scanlon, I haven't decided yet whether I want to make those deals permanent. If I do, I'll tell you at the start of next season, and that leaves us really, really short going into next season. So we need to strengthen in terms of quality, and we also need to strengthen in terms of quantity as well, given the amount of games we will play next season. The team have grown quite well. Humphreys, I'm quite happy for him to remain a starter for us next season, given the fact that he's 20 years of age, is only getting better. And maybe we could strengthen at left back. There is a free agent that I've got my eyes on, as we discussed in the January transfer window, for that left back position. We could bring in a left-sided centre back to replace Dakar. Dakar, as we know, can give us cover both left back and left centre back, as it's done a lot of times this season. Donnelly, we might look to bring in a starting right back, which would of course mean Donnelly drops to the bench. I mean, player he got into the team of the season, so to sort of bring someone better next season might not make too much sense. But it is what it is. I'm happy with those three midfielders, you know. If we don't make the Vinícius deal permanent, of course, we will look for one or two more midfielders next season. The forward three, I'm quite happy with as well. Galimuna is coming back. That will give us a little bit of squad depth. Maybe we might just bring in one more in terms of our forward three and a backup striker, certainly. Maybe Adamson might not be good enough as our backup striker going into next season. But let me know what you think about the team, and let me know what you think we should be doing next season. Smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed this one, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new to it. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of next month. Come on, help me out. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.